YouTube, once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for the podcast Talking to Auburn Football. Go ahead and subscribe to Vernon Speak Sports Auburn. Also, leave a Cash App. I'm going to put it in the comment section, and I'm going to pin it to the top. Appreciate all the Cash App. Appreciate all the support. Also, appreciate the memberships. Wesley Cooley, especially. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. Okay, so the first day of fall camp, a lot of great things going on at Auburn at the moment. And one of the highlights of not necessarily fall camp, but leading into fall camp was a recent surge in recruiting. As a matter of fact, Auburn acquires a flip from Nebraska, edge linebacker, edge player Ashley Williams from the state of Louisiana. Now, for a long time, he'd been committed to Nebraska, and it looked like it was going to be a lock. But Big Cat Weekend and other incentives led Ashley Williams to the flip. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to edge players, the edge linebacker, this has become a very popular position. As a matter of fact, if you look back in the day, the pioneer of the edge position was Lawrence Taylor from the New York Giants. And what I like about this position is, and the guys that actually fit the mold to play this position, as a matter of fact, let's talk about Ashley Williams, 6'4", 215 pounds. He's going to get a lot bigger. Looking at some of the transformations from a physical standpoint, he ain't going to be like that long. As a matter of fact, Ashley Williams reminds me of how Kobe Wooten walked on to Auburn's campus. He was lanky. As a matter of fact, I met him. I know I've met his mother, met his father. As a matter of fact, met Caleb Wooten as a young man. I think he was probably about 15 to 16 when I met him. And, I mean, a real small guy, you know. Comes to Auburn. Kobe Wooten transformed his body to become arguably one of the better down linemen on the defensive side of the football field in the SEC. And that's what I think is going to happen with Ashley Williams. I think, this guy is, looking at him on film, I mean, this is versatile talent. And when you look at the edge position, the reason why the edge position is so unique to me is not the position itself, but it's the versatility in what these guys can do. These guys can rush the passer. These guys can defend the run. These guys can defend the flat. They can do a lot of things, and what it does is it gives you a lot of leverage as a defensive coordinator to where, let's say you do recruit an edge linebacker or edge rusher or whatever you want to call it. These are guys that can transform over to other positions. Let's say it gives you a lot of depth opportunities to where, this guy's an edge linebacker, but he can play a regular linebacker. He can play a down lineman. He can, and that's the excitement that I have about this position. Also, we're going to talk about this more in depth in other videos. Robert Woodyard, I want y'all to keep your eyes on him. Top recruit from the 2022 class, linebacker flip from Alabama. Alabama's real quiet on this. And the thing that Alabama will say, well, we really didn't. No, yeah, you did. This guy's a good football player. 0.93% caliber, high-end 4-star recruit. Don't do that, Alabama. Let's not do that. Just like you saying that last year was a rebuilding year because you lost the national champ. Don't do that. But either way, fall camp begins at Auburn. It actually began at Auburn today. And one thing I wanted to note and want you guys to really look at is the recruiting class of 2023. Not a very quantitative class, but very quality as far as the average rating of the recruits. You're talking about, 90% or better. And these are the guys that build your rosters. Because I know a lot of you all talk about the top 100 and all of this other stuff. But listen, the 5-star recruit concept in college football, you have about, at the most, 40 football players who will fall into that line. And they got to be dispersed some kind of way. And most of the time, the 5-star recruits are going to go to some of your blue blood programs, and then they're going to wind up transferring out. But either way, Ashley Williams, I think this is going to be a huge gain for the Tigers because there's so much upside to this guy. He's got long arms. He's very active at the point of attack as far as the line of scrimmage goes. He's very aggressive, and I think he's probably going to be a guy that could be an immediate contributor, just like I falsely claimed that Kobe Wooten would be, probably blossom by now. But Kobe Wooten blossomed immediately. And he he actually reminds me of what I thought of Kobe Wooten. All right, guys, go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.